This is Andrew with Tighten Up Fitness, and I want to take a minute to explain to you guys why our system with pod rotation and pod training is built with your best interests in mind. I know sometimes it feels like punishment, like you're being punished to be in these smaller groups or larger groups. It's not the case. I just want to update everybody so we can have a better understanding of why we do this. So when Tighten Up Fitness started, I wanted to take everything that I had gained and seen my father gain from fitness and strength training and translate that to the masses, translate that to the world, okay? And that involved doing what we do. Big lifts, taking long periods of rest so we're fully recovered, spotting each other, rotating, and taking our time, then working down the line with accessories, and then of course moving quicker when HIIT and core is scheduled at the end of the workout. So here was the problem with trying to replicate the way that I learned fitness in high school and with my dad and working out and getting all these results. It was extremely hard to do with a group of people. It was hard to control the pace. It was hard to get people to slow down. It was hard to get everyone to take rest, or even take enough time to help spot somebody that was on the bar. So we would beat our heads against the wall thinking, how can we get people to buy into this? Do we want an annoying timer that goes off all the time? Do we want to be pulling teeth every day trying to get people to move in a certain way? So it almost happened by accident, where we created, because it's all we could afford, was a pod. We had one rack, we had a set of kettlebells, we had a set of dumbbells that were adjustable and went up to a certain amount of weight. We had a med ball and we had a couple mats. And at that time, we only had about 30 clients. So what we would do is schedule people in groups. They would come in 5 or 6 people at a time. They had no choice but to share equipment and rotate. And what we would do was spot, rotate, adjust weight. Okay, and then it worked beautifully. People moved at the right pace, they took the right amount of rest, it built community, people talked with each other, people socialized. It was perfect. Then as we grew, that challenge became more and more difficult to take one functioning, isolated pod that was rotating beautifully and replicate it throughout the room. So it's important for you guys to know that it's not punishment, and I wouldn't ask you guys to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. And I tell you right now, almost every single day at 7:45, I get in my same group with four other guys. There's 5 of us at a time, and it's what I look forward to, working with those same guys. We know how to push each other. We know each other's limits. I know exactly how to time my rest, where if I was working out by myself, I'm either going too quick or I'm going too slow. I don't have a spotter. I don't have anybody to have downtime with, or converse with, or build community with. I truly love it. I want you guys to love it for the same reasons. And without those periods of rest, your next lift and your next sets could never be as effective as you need to get results if it's being rushed. If speed mattered, solving 2 + 2 really fast with math would make you a better mathematician. Speed has nothing to do with strength training and transforming your body. All I'm asking is that you guys have a little patience. You let it work, just like Novocaine. Give it time, it'll work, it'll sink in, and when it's time to attack those HIIT movements, go all out, then it's time to move quick. Let's just say we took person A and B. For an example, person A is doing squats here on the bar. They've got 100 pounds on there. They take 3 minutes off. They're getting steps in between. When they come back up for set 2, they might be able to squeeze out 105 pounds because they had a lot of recovery. Maybe they do it again, set 3, they come back up. Maybe they don't add weight, but they can at least get that 105 again. And they do a 4th set, long rest. They help spot somebody. They get back up here and hit that weight. They are averaging 100 to 105 pounds per set because they're not taxed or compromised from doing a bunch of filler work in between. Person B, on the other hand, not that there's anything wrong with this, there's a time and a place to move quick. Person B does that 100-pound squat for 10, no problem. But they decide they need to fill it with a bunch of core movements, a bunch of HIIT movements. They're doing burpees, they're hitting the assault bike. When they come up to set 2, maybe they don't get those 10 reps. And then maybe on the third set after doing that, they're at 95 pounds, then 90, and it's getting watered down. Person A and person B are gonna have completely different outcomes at the end of 13 weeks. Something to keep in mind, there is so much that goes into translating your results with rest. If you're resting properly, your sets are gonna be far more effective. And then when it's time to do the hit, it is all on you. Put the effort into it. You can go all out. The meat and potatoes has been finished, okay? Enjoy the community that it builds. Enjoy the conversation. Enjoy being part of a program that allows you freedom to take rest and to talk and to converse and to spot each other. It's a beautiful thing, and it doesn't exist anywhere else besides Tighten Up Fit.